Even late at night, protesters continued to block roads and security forces tried to stop them. Demonstrators lit fires on many streets in oil-rich Basra. The Prime Minister's offer for more jobs and cash for development have failed to convince them.
We have been listening to the calls and demands of all Iraqi citizens and also their grievances. We also providing sufficient budget to cover all basics, electricity, water and job opportunities.
As day broke, Iraqi security forces had to fire in the air to disperse hundreds of protesters at this oil field in Basra. For days, southern Iraq has been seething with high temperatures and public anger. A number of demonstrators have been arrested. Some protests turned violent, but the demonstrators at oil fields at the main port in Basra and in other southern provinces have largely remained peaceful. This protest was in Wasat province, with people chanting the same demands for jobs and better public services.
We demand that they fix the institutions and eliminate corruption, and we demand also that they complete the unfinished projects.
There's been widespread criticism of internet blackouts and the use of force. Iraq's Interior Ministry says more than 200 people have been injured and dozens of security personnel have been treated in hospital.
We are adamant to protect the ongoing demonstrations against any malice by infiltrators who attempt to undermine the safety and well-being of protesters and state institutions. Those infiltrators who undermine the safety of our citizens and the people's resources will be dealt with firmly and with zero tolerance.
One of the biggest issues people face is the perpetual lack of electricity, which becomes worse during the summer. Private generators meet the demand with spaghetti of electric cables on every street. For 2 weeks, Iran has cut off 1,000 megawatts because Iraq hasn't paid its bills. An Iraqi delegation failed to convince Iran to resume supplies.
Iran supplies 6,500 megawatts, which is half of Iraq's nationwide electricity production. That's why when Iran pulls out from providing electricity, it means a collapse of Iraq's power grid. I believe that a visit by the Iraqi side to Saudi Arabia is very important because the Saudis have expressed their readiness to supply Iraq, not only with electricity, but also in other areas like housing and transport.
A new government is soon supposed to take charge in Iraq, and its future success will depend on whether it can provide jobs and basic services. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera.